What advice do you have for a person with a family who is considering a career move into tech sales?
I would say it's a great it's a great switch. It's one of those jobs that gives you a lot of work-life balance. It gives you a lot of freedom because the harder you work, the more money you can make. But it's not one of those jobs where you're just beholden to like 80 hours a week just cuz. Just because it's tax season, you're just going to be in there 80 hours just cuz, right? It's one of those jobs where if you figure out a process, you run that process well, you can make a lot of money and you can have a lot of flexibility. Meaning that you can figure out how to automate, how to have a routine in place, and you can make a ton of money doing that. So you can go like many other jobs aren't allowed. Maybe you have a job where you're working at the office. Well, most tech sales jobs, most sales jobs, SDR, BDR, account executives, most of those jobs are remote. So you're already a step ahead of like, okay, maybe I'm in my home office, but I'm with my family, right? I can go and take a 30-minute lunch and go take my kids to the store, or go take them to go get some lunch, or go hang out, go do a walk. That's already flexibility right there, which not every job has. I know more are happening like that. But that's just tech sales, and that's tech in general, to be honest.
Yeah.
So I think that's number one. So even if you do have a job that's like really time consuming, very like at your time, you're going to be at home at least, number one. But number two, you start doing your job well. You could be working from 6 to 3. You already cut out that hour commute on the front end, and maybe that 3-hour commute at the back end of your job. You already got back 4 hours of your life with it, right? So that's huge. Then, if you want to, which you already heard me at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, I'm trying to get ahead of tomorrow. I'm trying to prospect like a LinkedIn comment, try to message this person at 9 o'clock. Because why? Because most of my busy decision makers I'm calling on to, they get on LinkedIn at 9 o'clock, just like most of us. They out here scrolling. And I'm like, all right, what's good? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm trying to get those people in there. So I think if you're considering tech sales and you have a family, it's a great job. It offers a considerable work-life balance. It offers more money that you can think of from most jobs. Now, I say this because my father-in-law is an expert at his job. He's a teacher. He's been teaching for 30 years. And in my 4th year of sales, I'm making more money than him. Not because I'm better than him. This dude's an expert. He's been doing it for 30 years. Like what he has forgotten, like I still have yet to learn in my current role. But tech sales has such a big potential for what you can earn, which is why I still low-key salty about not starting at 18, right? Because it's one of those things that build on it. Once you get paid a certain base, you're like, I'm not going back to, that other base because I've already hit this threshold. You just come up and up and up and up, right? And there's not that many jobs that really allow that to happen. It's really fixed in a lot of different jobs. You get a little bit incremental increase, but sales gives you that. So if you're looking for that opportunity to make more money than you ever had, I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying this is a multi-level marketing pyramid scheme. I'm not saying any of that, but I'm saying that the capacity, the potential in sales to make money is there. The work-life balance, because you get to be at home with your family, you get to interact with them more and more, is there in tech sales. For me as a person, like I'm in Southern California, I promise you it is expensive, and I could provide for an entire family, which is one income in Southern California, and I get to hang out with my kids on a consistent basis. I'm out here coaching. I'm out here, like I'm available for every parent event that's out there. I'm available. Not to say that I'm not busy. I got stuff to do, but I figure out, okay, this is the stuff I really want to be available for, and I schedule around it.
Yeah.
Right. So this is the hour I'm going to be really available for, and it's very rare that I can't make those things. Sometimes it does happen, but it's very rare. That is not a benefit that many careers have, and tech sales builds on itself. it builds on itself. So that's my, elevator pitch. Hey, let's get in tech sales. Always happy to help. Like, this is, as you guys see, this is something that I'm passionate about. This is something that I enjoy. If you wanted to chop it up, understand my process a little bit more, how I would even break down, like, how to look into tech sales and how I would even go about that, how we go into, land an interview, that basic aspect. Happy to break it down.
Are people really landing jobs like that in tech sales after going through course careers? Well, quite a few. But before you dive all the way in, just check out their free course on their website. And if for some reason the course is not for you, there's a 14-day money-back guarantee. And be sure to save yourself $50 by using the link in the description.